Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make a simple but beautiful handmade card. Take a thick sheet of cardstock or any sturdy paper that can hold thread without tearing. The unique thing about this design is that the outlines are drawn like stitches with a marker, and the heart in the center is embroidered with thread, giving it a very crafty look. Take your marker, black works well for contrast, and carefully draw small, evenly spaced dashes along all four sides of the front cover. These dashes will resemble hand-stitched lines, giving your card a unique handmade border. Take your time here, making sure the spacing between dashes is consistent. Now I'm going to sketch a cute panda, and I want you to follow along with me patiently. As you work step by step, notice how patience transforms simple shapes into something beautiful. Just like in life, consistency and calmness help us create wonderful results in the end. With patience and consistency, a simple sketch turns into something adorable and full of life. I know I'm not perfect at sketching, and honestly, I don't even try to be. What I do try is to bring new ideas, new shapes, and little creative touches that make people smile. When I sit down to draw, it's not about perfection, it's about enjoying the process, experimenting, and creating something that can entertain my friends. Every little drawing, no matter how simple, carries effort and love, and that's what makes it special. The truth is, no one in this world is perfect. Even the greatest artists or creators started with messy lines, uneven shapes, and a lot of mistakes. What makes them different is that they kept practicing, they kept trying, and they never let the fear of imperfection stop them. That's why I believe if I can sketch and create something new, you can also do it. Don't let perfection hold you back. Pick up a pencil, make that first line, and see where it takes you. You might surprise yourself with what you can create. Remember, creativity isn't about being flawless. It's about being brave enough to try, consistent enough to keep going, and kind enough to enjoy your own progress. If I can bring smiles with my imperfect sketches, then you too can bring beauty into the world in your own way. To bring out the details and specify our cute panda. The dark patches around its eyes, the little ears, and the arms are slowly taking shape, and this is the moment when the drawing really starts to look alive. Step by step, with patience, the panda becomes clearer and cuter, showing us how even simple shading can transform a sketch into something special. Now I'm carefully filling in the outlines and spaces with my black marker, moving gradually so the lines stay neat and bold. The panda's round ears, the soft patches around its eyes, and its little arms start to stand out more clearly as I go over them with dark, smooth strokes. This step takes a bit of patience, because rushing might make the ink slip outside the shape, but if I take my time, the black areas look clean and even. Slowly, the cute panda begins to come alive on the page, and I can see how much difference outlining and shading makes. It's like adding depth and personality, turning simple pencil lines into a real character. Now I'm going to mark the strings of the balloons. I'll start right from the panda's little paw and gently draw thin lines going upward toward each balloon. These strings should look delicate, so I'm keeping my hand light and steady while sketching them. The important thing here is to make the strings look natural, like they're gently pulling against the panda's hand, as if the balloons are floating in the air. Now I'm going to stitch the heart-shaped balloons with thread to make the design more creative. By carefully passing the needle through the paper, the hearts slowly take on a textured, 3D look, almost as if they're real balloons floating in the panda's hand. This step takes a little patience, but it's also the most fun. Each stitch adds life and uniqueness, showing how small details can turn a simple sketch into something truly special. As I stitch, I remind myself that art and craft are not about perfection but about expression. Every thread I pull through the paper shows the effort and love I'm putting into this design. Even if the stitches are not perfectly straight, they tell a story of patience and creativity. That's the beauty of handmade art. It carries the marks of the maker, and those little imperfections make it unique. Crafting teaches us something important about life. When we take time to do things slowly and carefully, the results are always more meaningful. Just like these stitch balloons, the effort may seem small at first, but once it all comes together, the design shines brighter than we expected. Art is a gentle reminder that consistency and patience create beauty. And remember, you don't need to be an expert to try new things. If I can add thread to a simple drawing and turn it into something creative, you can also explore your own ideas. Maybe you'll add fabric, beads, or even paint. Art is endless, and it grows as you allow yourself to experiment. So, let's keep stitching, keep creating, and keep reminding ourselves that handmade work is not just decoration, it's an expression of who we are. When I look at the balloons taking shape with thread, I feel how powerful creativity can be. A simple idea, like stitching on paper, turns into a piece that feels unique and personal. That's the magic of art. It transforms ordinary things into extraordinary expressions. And if I can do this with just some paper, a needle, and thread, you can also try your own versions. Maybe your balloons will be red, maybe pink, or maybe rainbow-colored. The choice is yours. Crafts like this are not only about the finished piece, but also about the process. Stitching teaches us patience, consistency, and resilience. The thread may tangle, the paper may bend, but with calmness, you always find a way to fix it and move forward. Just like in life, every mistake can be turned into something new if you stay steady. That's why handmade art feels so alive. It carries both effort and lessons within it. And ta-da! Sparkles, just look at how beautiful it turned out. The stitched balloons are now glowing with life, and the panda looks as if it's really holding them up in the air. It's such a simple idea, but with a little patience and effort, it becomes something truly magical. Isn't it amazing how a plain piece of paper can be transformed into art with just thread and creativity? Thread paint palette, each stitch adds its own charm, and together they create something that no printed card or store-bought design could ever match. This is the joy of handmade work. It carries love, time, and a personal touch that makes it priceless. Now that our cute panda with the stitched balloons is complete, you can make it even more special by adding a personal message. On the inside of the card, you can write a birthday wish, a thank you note, or simply any words that come from your heart. It doesn't have to be fancy. Sometimes even a simple line like, wishing you happiness and love always, can make someone's day. The beauty of handmade cards is that you're free to write whatever you want, whether it's a heartfelt letter, a funny quote, or just a few kind words. This way, the card doesn't just carry your art, but also your emotions, making it a gift that is truly one of a kind. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your one like would make my day special. Thanks for watching.